SCADpad is an amazing micro-housing and adaptive reuse experiment. All of this has been driven by students. Over 75 students, over 40 alumni, as well as faculty have worked at creating these SCADpads. One of the problems that the world is facing is urban housing living. One of the fascinating things about parking structures is that they're clearly overbuilt. They're not designed for humans to actually habitate. However, they have some of the best views in the city, they have some of the most prime location, and here in the United States, there are over 40,000 of them that sit with only 50% usage. So really what SCAD is doing is it's providing an opportunity for students to examine this problem in the real world.
At SCADpad, I was part of the Design for Sustainability team. And for that, what we were able to do is really understand what is the minimal, what are the bare essentials that we need. So there was the design of the new box. And that is a unit which has a composter, also the recycling unit, and areas for cutting and for you to be planting and taking care of your plants. Living small also requires you to live with others and live in a community, learn how to share, learn how to also innovate, because you have to be really innovative in a small space.
So many people think that micro-housing has to be utilitarian or that has to be boring. Here at SCADpad Asia, the exterior was designed by Will Penny. This was all inspired by SCAD's Hong Kong location. It combines the old, the new, it combines Asia with West. It's a contemplative space, but it's a fun and modern space. For example, the wallpaper is designed so that you can play the entire room. The entire room itself is designed to activate people's senses so that they feel like the entire space is responding to their presence in the space.
It's interesting working on a project where you're talking about expanding boundaries of micro. I was one of the collaborators on the American SCADpad. I created a landscape on the walls of the bathroom. Marcus Penny had created the living space and had made treatments to the walls and the ceiling and the floor. While it is punchy and eventful in the space, there is a lot of editing going on. Maybe it's the reining in of the wild horses, and maybe that's part of the American spirit as well.
Here we are at SCADpad Europe, which was inspired by our Lacoste location in the south of France. Lacoste itself is renowned around the world. It is where Van Gogh painted. It's where you see so much of the style of French painting about this beautiful light that illuminates the entire landscape. So in many ways, this room reflects that and reflects that feel. In particular, I'm interested in the high-tech elements of it. Like over here, we have Michael Porton's bathroom that he's designed. The bathroom is responsive to anyone who enters and activates the entire space in ways that are designed to make it exciting and thrilling, but also provide information. Along with that, in the high-tech elements, various pieces here have been 3D printed, like all of these fixtures. All of these cutlery have been designed by SCAD students. So much of this is uniquely designed. It's actually impossible to just run out to Home Depot to get fixtures like this. So instead, what we've done is we set up a MakerBot so that students can 3D print anything that they might need within the facility right here and on site. And if they have broken one of these, they can repair it and fix it themselves. The real goal of SCADpad is not to isolate people within their own individual pads. It was truly to create a community in order to show the way that people would actually live if micro-housing adapted to urban usage. There's some magic to that, where you can provide a space and provide these housing units that people want to come and actually look at, inquire about who the artists are, and figure out why they were solving the problems the way that they were. This is an opportunity for people to come and not only be inspired for the way that they live, but then really understand how they are going to make choices about how they live in the future.